Welcome to the Ramayan, Stories of Dharm and Devotion. I'm Sandeep, your storyteller, guiding you through the timeless epic of Valmiki's Ramayan. Today, we delve into one of the most pivotal and emotionally charged chapters of Ayodhya Kanda. Manthara's manipulation planted seeds of doubt in Queen Kaikeyi's mind, turning her against Ram's coronation and setting the stage for his exile.
As the city of Ayodhya prepared for Ram's coronation, joy and anticipation filled the air. The streets were adorned with garlands, and people sang praises of their beloved prince. However, during this happiness, fate took a different turn. The Devas, aware of the need for Ram's exile to fulfill the divine plan of defeating Raavan, sought to intervene subtly. Their instrument of choice would be the cunning maidservant, Manthara. But this intervention was not without hesitation or struggle. In the celestial realms, the Devas gathered to discuss the unfolding events on earth. They knew that Ram's exile was critical for the greater good, yet they needed someone to influence the course of events. All eyes turned to Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom and speech. Saraswati listened to their plea, her serene face shadowed by hesitation. "You ask me to intervene in a way that will lead to Ram's exile," she said, her voice calm yet tinged with concern. "Ram, the very embodiment of Dharm, has brought nothing but love and justice to the world. How can I, the goddess of wisdom, contribute to his suffering?" Indra, the king of the Devas, stepped forward. "O Devi," he said with reverence, "we understand your reluctance, but this is no ordinary turn of events. Ram's exile will set the stage for the ultimate battle between good and evil. Raavan's tyranny has gone unchecked for too long. It is only through Ram's journey that the world will be freed from his darkness." Saraswati remained thoughtful. "What you ask will bring pain not only to Ram but to all who love him, his father Dashrath, his mother Kaushalya, and even Kaikeyi, who adores him like her own son. Are we prepared for the anguish this will cause?" Agni, the god of fire, added, "Devi, wisdom is not just about what is right in the moment, but what serves the greater good. Sometimes, to restore balance, sacrifices must be made. If not you, who else can ensure that this delicate plan unfolds without unnecessary chaos?" After a moment of silence, Saraswati sighed. "I will do as you ask. But know this, I will influence events only subtly, planting seeds of doubt and hesitation. The choices made will still be of human will, not divine force." Descending to earth, Saraswati chose Manthara, Kaikeyi's trusted maid, as her instrument. Infusing Manthara's mind with urgency and cunning, Saraswati whispered silently, "I guide your thoughts not for my own desire, but for the greater good. Your actions will shape destiny, but your intentions will remain your own." With Saraswati's subtle influence, Manthara became emboldened to sow the seeds of discord. Manthara's origins are far more intriguing than most realize. In her past life, Manthara was a celestial deer with magical powers. She lived peacefully with her family until an unfortunate encounter changed her destiny. Once, the young father of Kaikeyi, King Kaikeyi, went on a hunting expedition. During his hunt, he injured a male deer with an arrow. The male deer's mate, a beautiful doe, ran to her mother, the celestial deer Manthara, for help. When Manthara saw her son-in-law's grievous condition, she pleaded with King Kaikeyi to remove the arrow. She explained that she could save her son-in-law's life only if the arrow was removed in time. Instead of heeding Manthara's pleas, the proud young king raised his sword and struck Manthara down, silencing her forever. As she lay dying, Manthara cursed Kaikeyi. "As you have caused the death of my innocent son-in-law, your son-in-law, too, will face death, and you will bear the sorrow of it." Reborn as a servant in Kaikeyi's household, Manthara stayed with her from birth, becoming her trusted companion. Even after Kaikeyi's marriage to Dashrath, Manthara chose to accompany her to Ayodhya. Little did anyone know that this seemingly devoted servant would one day play a key role in fulfilling her ancient curse. Manthara had always been loyal woman to Kaikeyi, but now, under the influence of Saraswati, her mind began to work overtime. As she observed the preparations for Ram's coronation, she felt a deep sense of unease. She approached Kaikeyi, who was resting in her chamber, unaware of the storm that was about to engulf her. Manthara entered the room, her face marked with an expression of exaggerated concern. "O Queen," she said, bowing low, "how can you remain so calm while danger looms over you?" Kaikeyi, puzzled by Manthara's tone, asked, "Danger? What danger are you speaking of, Manthara? Today is a day of joy for Ayodhya. Ram, our beloved, is to be crowned king." Manthara shook her head dramatically. "And therein lies the danger, my queen. Have you not realized what this coronation means? Once Ram becomes king, you and your son Bharat will be cast aside. Kaushalya will become the supreme queen, and you will be forgotten. Think, O queen, will Bharat have any place in Ayodhya's future if Ram sits on the throne?" Kaikeyi was taken aback. "What are you saying, Manthara? Ram loves Bharat as his own brother. He would never harm him." Manthara leaned closer, her voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. "Love is fleeting, O queen. Power changes people. Once Ram is crowned, Kaushalya's influence will overshadow yours. Bharat, who is now cherished, will become a mere shadow in Ram's court. Is this the future you want for your son?" Kaikeyi, though deeply fond of Ram, began to feel the first stirrings of doubt. Manthara, sensing this, pressed on. "You must act now, O queen. Remember the 2 boons that King Dashrath promised you long ago. This is the time to claim them. Demand that Bharat be crowned king and that Ram be sent into exile for 14 years. Only then will your son's future be secure." Manthara's words struck a chord because they brought back memories of a fateful moment in Kaikeyi's life. Years ago, during a fierce battle, Dashrath had been gravely injured. Kaikeyi, skilled in warfare, had driven his chariot to safety and nursed him back to health. Overwhelmed by her bravery and devotion, Dashrath had granted her 2 boons, promising to fulfill any wish she asked of him. Kaikeyi had never claimed those boons, for her love for Dashrath and her contentment in the palace had made her feel no need for them. But now, with Manthara's manipulation and Saraswati's divine influence, those forgotten boons came rushing back to her mind. Manthara's words continued to haunt Kaikeyi, who spent the night in turmoil. She wrestled with her love for Ram and her fear for Bharat's future. By morning, the seeds of doubt had grown into a resolve to act. Kaikeyi, torn between her affection for Ram and her duty as a mother, decided to approach Dashrath and claim her boons. Manthara watched from the shadows, satisfied that her work was done. The stage was now set for one of the most heart-wrenching moments in Ayodhya's history, a moment that would change the course of Ram's life and set him on the path to fulfilling his destiny. Thus, Manthara's manipulation, aided by Saraswati's subtle influence, set the wheels of destiny in motion. Kaikeyi's transformation from a loving queen to a determined mother was driven by her love for Bharat and the fear planted by Manthara.
In our next episode, we will delve into Kaikeyi's confrontation with Dashrath as she demands her boons and the heart-wrenching reaction of the king to her requests. Join us as we continue this epic journey, uncovering the layers of love, loyalty, and destiny that define the Ramayana. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Please share the podcast with friends and family so that we can spread the glorious life of Ram and how Dharm guides us at all phases of our life. While we may not know exactly what happened, this eternal story of the Ramayana serves as a guide for how we conduct ourselves in our day-to-day lives. Until then, may the light of Dharm guide your path.